listeners, we are here on the Hello Neighbor show, and of course we are talking about the Golding's gamble, the politics of spin. Examining. Let us go to the Jamaica Labour Party's statement. The Jamaica Labour Party youth or arm, Young Jamaica, is calling on the People's National Party President Mark Golding to disclose whether a company at the center of a tax exemption controversy contributed to its 2025 general election campaign. Young Jamaica says the public has a right to know. Young Jamaica said in a statement Monday, Golding must state how much money, if any, was donated by JACDEN to the PNP between 2022 and September 2025. JACDEN Group of Companies, a healthcare and janitorial service firm, is one of 4 firms featured in an Auditor General's Department report on the University Hospital of the West Indies' misuse of its tax-exempt status. So that's Young Jamaica asking the PNP this evening how much money they got from JACDEN. Are you back protecting? Hello? Are you back? No. Scratchy?
Favor.
Coming in the meantime, Young Jamaica, are they representing the views that you would share that JACDEN should disclose, or are we barking up a lane here that probably we should not?
No, neighbor, definitely not barking up, neighbor. And I like the approach, neighbor, that is being taken from a Jamaica Labour Party standpoint. I like the fact that, neighbor, that it is the young arms, it's the arms of the Jamaica Labour Party who are asking these type of questions. So nothing is wrong with it. You get me?
Yes.
It's not directly coming from ministers. It's coming from the arm of the Jamaica Labour Party who are asking these questions. Neighbor, I would definitely ask that question to neighbor. What role JACDEN played, neighbor, in terms of donation towards the People's National Party in the just concluded election campaign? Why the leader of the opposition, neighbor, is so strong and so strident in defense, neighbor, of this organization? Those are things, neighbor, that we definitely want to know. You know, if it's because of whatever financial means or financial benefit that you gain from this organization, why you are doing stuff like this. So that is definitely, neighbor, not barking up and not asking too much, neighbor. JACDEN, neighbor, has a lot of questions to answer, neighbor. There's more questions than answers when it comes to JACDEN. One of the things that I don't like in this, neighbor, I don't like the approach, neighbor, of the head of JACDEN, neighbor. He's very disrespectful, neighbor, in the approach to this, neighbor. Whenever media houses call him, he's very disrespectful in his approach. In his approach, neighbor, he went as far as, neighbor, asked his attorneys to write cease and desist letters to media houses, neighbor, in regards to this thing, neighbor. So I don't know who this guy thinks he is. I don't know if this guy thinks he's above the law in Jamaica. And I don't know what he believes, neighbor. And I believe, neighbor, that there needs to be further look, there needs to be further scrutinization, neighbor, of whatever contract, neighbor, that JACDEN has going on with the government, neighbor. And I think that the government itself, neighbor, need to look into JACDEN deeply, neighbor, in the contract that JACDEN currently have with the hospitals all across the length and breadth of Jamaica, neighbor. And see our best, neighbor, based on what is going on with JACDEN, neighbor. See how best we can try our best, neighbor, to dwindle down I take JACDEN out of the health sector, neighbor, to a certain level, because it seems like whatever approach JACDEN or whatever contract JACDEN have with our hospital, neighbor, it seems like JACDEN have a strong influence, neighbor, on our health sector, neighbor, as an outsider who's providing a service, neighbor, and that is not very good, neighbor. And if that is the case, where JACDEN is using whatever power that he has, neighbor, with his service that he's providing to hospitals, neighbor, to gain any type of favoritism, or any nepotism or cronyism, neighbor, we need to scale down JACDEN, neighbor. Whatever service JACDEN is offering to our hospitals, neighbor, JACDEN is not the only company in Jamaica who can offer that service, neighbor. And the mere fact right now that JACDEN is run, or JACDEN is operated by a political operative, neighbor, or someone who's a member of parliament, to me, yes, that seems like some form of conflict of interest, because whenever the health ministry comes to the parliament, neighbor, for PAC or for anything, neighbor, JACDEN, neighbor, with the head of JACDEN being a part of the parliament, and has the awesome power, the awesome opportunity to question these things, neighbor. It is possible, neighbor, where this guy can sway his decision-making skills, neighbor, which are in the best interest of his organization or in his company, and not look at the best interest of Jamaicans, neighbor. So I would ask, neighbor, that going forward, neighbor, the health ministry, look forward, neighbor, in scaling down the operations of JACDEN in our hospitals across the length and breadth of Jamaica, neighbor. Find companies and organizations that are not politically swayed, that are not run by political persons who are politically savvy or political activists, neighbor, and see how best, because something as important as our health sector, we don't want that sector, neighbor, to be condemned, neighbor, with any form of political activism, neighbor. So I want that sector to be free and fair, neighbor, from political persuasion. Free, I don't want to know that I go to hospital, neighbor, and because I am a JLP, neighbor, and whatever might become where JACDEN, my service might be needed or something JACDEN need to be done, because I hear that they also provide porter service. So I don't want to know that if I go to the hospital, neighbor, as a labor right, I am being sabotaged because JACDEN representative might find out that I have a labor right and sabotage me, and I am not able to give neighbor the necessary or the proper health whatever health needs that I need at the time, neighbor.
The porter may push you fast in the wheelchair.
Porter might push me fast and I roll me in the wall. I must say, I scratch this on TikTok every day about JACDEN and push me in a wall, neighbor. You know? I'm going to say, I scratch this while I was about my boss JACDEN and push me in a wall. So I don't want to know, neighbor, that the health sector in my country, neighbor, is corrupted to this level, neighbor. Yes. So I think the government need to look, neighbor, at scaling down JACDEN operation, because it is clear as day, neighbor, that JACDEN has a strong influence on our health sector, neighbor, where this guy can get $10 million bypass tax exempt, neighbor. So I think we need to go for the government of the day, the minister and the government of the day, neighbor, need to look at cutting down JACDEN influence and JACDEN power.
So if you're talking about the hospital and you're going to be pushed by a porter, you have to check out if he's a JACDEN man.
Yes, neighbor, because I might say I scratch this on TikTok about JACDEN every day and push me right in a wall.
You better believe that then something they're real scratchy.
Exactly protected. Yeah.